Hi, this is Matthew Brickman with iMediate Inc. I wanted to come to you and talk today about Senate Bill 668. Lawton Chiles, one of the greatest governors of Florida, stated, "I did not come to stay, I came to make a difference." Well, he did make a difference. Rick Scott, on the other hand, believes that things should remain the same and not change. On April 15th, 2016, Rick Scott again ignored the people whom he represents. He ignored the elected officials in the House and Senate, which the people elected, and he vetoed the Alimony Reform Bill for the second time, which contained a premise for equal time sharing between the parents and the children, and it would have overhauled alimony in the state of Florida. As for time sharing, for 40 years, data has been collected all around the country showing the effects of what happens when a dad is not willing or even allowed to be in a child's life on a regular basis. The tender years doctrine and the mother state are no more in the state of Florida. Yet Rick Scott still denies children equal time sharing between the mother and the father. Let me point out that it is impossible for a woman to get pregnant and have a child without the sperm from a man. It's impossible. Yet somehow Rick Scott again has denied children equal time between their mom and the dad. As for alimony, Rick Scott also believes that marriage equals indentured slavery after divorce. Lawton Chiles again said that he came to make a difference. Scott believes slavery should still be the norm and should not change. So much for making a difference. What is interesting is Rick Scott is a child of divorce. He was adopted by his mother's new husband, so apparently he has daddy issues. In 1972, Rick Scott married his high school sweetheart, Ann, and they have 2 kids. He has never experienced divorce or had to exercise time sharing himself. Rick Scott has not been an indentured slave yet, but who knows? He could be if Ann should have a change of heart. I wonder if he then would have a different viewpoint on both time sharing and alimony. Under the current laws that Rick Scott believes should remain, he could be nailed for lifetime alimony, and his 2 daughters would not get to spend equal time with him and the children's mother. It would be awesome to see him suffer the same as others that are affected by his veto of Senate Bill 668. Rick Scott is so out of touch with those he represents and is out of touch with the 20th century. I believe that children need both parents equally, unless a court makes specific findings that equal time sharing is not in the children's best interests. That is what this Senate bill did. It created a premise with factors that the judge would have to consider to make this determination. It did not create an automatic presumption. I support marriage, but I believe marriage is not a retirement plan. Failing to pass this bill now guarantees business as usual. And that means business as usual for lawyers and judges. The degradation of the family after a separation or divorce shall continue to be costly, both emotionally and financially. Vetoing this bill will ensure jobs for the lawyers and the judges. To deal with your family case expeditiously, inexpensively, and as peaceful as possible, call a professional peacemaker. Call a mediator. Call me at 877-822-1479 or local 561-262-9121 or visit me online at imediateinc.com to have your divorce or your paternity mediation settled peacefully.